It's the first round of the playoffs. We're playing our rival. It's the fourth quarter. We're down by a touchdown. It's fourth and long. We need to score here. This is the play we go to. Okay, coaches, we needed a big play, and here's the play we went to. Okay, this is going to be a tight end slip screen. We went empty, and we're going to run a slip screen to our tight end. Now, it's important to say that, okay, we've been playing these guys for a few seasons. They've been defender champs every year. They're well aware of our running back slip screen because we do run a running back slip screen just out of our shotgun wing T. Okay, the back would be here, and we'd run it to him. So we know going empty and not putting the back we usually run it to in the backfield, they wouldn't respect it. Okay, and then we also beat this team. Okay, we ran a play we called slot fade. Okay, he'd run a skinny post and we'd fade here. So we hit a big play to actually get down to this on first down, the top of the drive, which was like on our own 40. We hit a big slot fade here, got tackled here. So we line up. We didn't have very good. We had a penalty, and then after the first slot fade that we got like a bunch 40 yards on the first down, we had 2 or 3 disaster plays after it. We almost fumbled. We had a bad penalty. They stopped us, and then we're in fourth and like 15 here. So we went to our slot fade look, and that drew 3 people. So you could tell like this set itself up by running our slot fade. But if a team, and we only had to do this because the team knows we like slip screens to our running backs. Okay, we didn't throw it a lot to our tight end this year at all, really. Okay, so like we knew we get it. But if the team doesn't know you run this play, they're gonna get beat. As long as you complete the pass and execution's good, this is literally a touchdown play. Okay, or big yardage. You get this maybe 1, maybe 2 times if you do it a different formation a game. So, we saved it to when we needed it. We needed it here, and then enough talking. I'll play it through, and then I'll play it after I play it through. I'll have a diagram. I'll show you how it's drawn up, and then I'll also go back to the video again. And there's some coaching points that I want you to make sure you focus on if you are going to install this. So I'd highly recommend to install this. This play is nasty, and if you need a play, this is what you call.
Back he goes, looking, they're coming, and they throw the other way on the screen. Out to the 20, does he get blocked? He does.
Nice move. It's touchdown. Yeah, great play. Beautiful play. All right, let's get into the diagram. Okay, here's the diagram. Okay, we'll run like a skinny post here, and we'll fade our slot here. Okay. Now, how we did it is we took our 2 best players, put them here and here, and our split end was good too. Okay, our split end was like, we were able to throw fades to him. He's really good on post. He's good ball skills. Kind of like a kid that mosses it. Goes up, high points the ball, and catches it all the time. So we put our best running back here, our best probably overall player here, and then we cleared him out because we knew if we put these kids, there's usually our wings. Okay. This is usually our left wing. This kid was usually our right. Our center and our H is just was our fullback, who actually wasn't in the game. We had an injury, but I'll show you on the film. But we put our 2 best kids at receiver, and it's fourth and long. You're putting your 2 dominant players. These are 2 of the best kids in the league. There are 2 out of the top 5 players. These kids are probably in the 2 of the top 5 in the whole league. So it's nice for us. So we put them at receiver. We knew they'd cover them. They'd lock on him. They cover him. They put their best cover corner on this kid, and they actually moved the safety over here to put 3 over 2, and then they just manned up on everyone else. Okay, which is great. And this is a great man-to-man beater. So we knew with this kid running kind of like a drag just above the linebacker level, that would pull this kid. So that's creating that clear out we need. Okay, and we did run out of empty. Okay, we did run a slot fade. Run the skinny, we'll fade it. Okay, and throw the fade. We hit big on this twice in this game, actually. So when we came out in this formation, they put 3 over 2, and we knew they were really defending hard on slot fade. So we knew we were going to get them, actually. So we felt very confident in this play call. Okay, front side of the line is going to aggressively pass block. Okay, we don't, our block and pass block rules are inside over. We don't tell our kids to kind of kick step back, and we don't get pulled back. We aggressively block. Okay, we just don't go chasing linebackers. We always block our inside gap. No one on our inside gap. We block a defender over. Okay, so we aggressively attack this. Now, the backside, okay, Actually, let's start with the quarterback. Quarterback's going to catch a snap. He's going to do 10 to even 15-yard drop back looking off to the right, okay? What that does, the deeper you drop back, the farther these linemen go upfield. Let me draw this up so you could see it. I'm just going to put, okay, and then this corner, he's going to get cleared out here. All right, so it's very important to see diagrams actually, so you get the whole concept of the play here. All right, so you can see how the deep drop back forces the linemen up, the D linemen up that are rushing, or even some blitzers, okay? And then the clear out here will make these guys run with the guy, because, you know, run with this kid, he's a good player, so they're going to cover him. Okay, so, you know, we use our best players a lot. If we're not giving our studs the ball, we're faking it to them. That's just how it goes. So we put them at receiver, they're going to respect them, because we move our playmakers all around. Okay, we use them in a lot of different ways. So we'll get a deep drop back from the quarterback. We need him looking off to the right. We like to tell our kids to put their hands up like they want the ball. That'll hold that safety or bring him over. Okay, in the game film, you could see they put 3 over 2 because they were scared, because we did kill them twice on this. Scored once, and then we hit 40 yards on this. So, you know, they came out in the second half. They said, we're not getting beat by this. So, and we knew that. But, yeah, good. You got to get a good run off here. You need a strong block here, strong block here, strong block here. So you get a deep drop back. Okay, D linemen rush up. Secondary linebackers roll out that way, cover their man, or if they're reading quarterback, they're going to open up to the way the quarterback's looking and just dump it over their head. Okay, so quick coaching point, you need to have strong front side blocking here, and I'll show you on the film wasn't very good. Okay, I'll go through that. But deep drop back, quarterback has to be an athlete. Look. Okay, he's going to turn and throw to the tight end that's peeling back. Okay, so make sure the quarterback, you know, he has to be an athlete here. Catch the snap, right, look right to your hands. Deep drop back, looking off to the right, and then turn. He needs to square up and dump the ball off. Okay, you can't have him throw around his body. He needs to flip his hips, turn, and be square to where he's throwing. Okay, don't have him just turn and throw like this. He needs to turn, square up, and throw. Okay, so he has to be fast. Now the timing for the pulls, okay, the slip players, okay, they're going to block 1,000, 1,000. They're going to give a little shock, okay, a little block, and then they're going to let them go. We cannot have these guys get caught up in here, okay, because we need them to rush up, and we need them to flow this way. So, you know, it is a delayed screen. It's a slip screen, okay, so we're going to, because you don't want to give them a free rush either, okay, you're going to hit the guy that you're supposed to block, you let him go, okay, hit 1,000, 1,000, you pull. Left tackle pulls out first, okay, left guard pulls out second, okay, and the tight end actually pulls out first. So he's counting 1,000, 1,000. They all are. But as soon as the left tackle see he's pulling, then, you know, as soon as he sees the tight end's pulling, our left tackle's pulling, our left guard's pulling. Okay, he's going to pull and he's going to peel back. He needs to be behind the line of scrimmage, okay, because this is not a forward pass. This is behind the line of scrimmage, okay, and also here's another coaching point. You don't want these kids to be too far up here, okay, because if there's too much distance, okay, these kids could actually go around the block and still have time to make a tackle. You know, you want to imagine it like a fullback. You got a halfback and a fullback lead blocking. You want that halfback right behind the fullback so he can cut off that block, right? It's the same concept here. We want our tight end to catch the ball and get right behind our left tackle so he could cut off their blocks. And you'll see that how we do a good job on that on film. So that's a crucial coaching point. All right, so again, get a little chip. Can't give him a free release. Little chip, but don't get caught blocking. You know, don't get caught up blocking them. Because then you're going to try to pull, and then if they're only penetrating here, they actually might, and notice the screen, they actually might be able to peel back and impact the play. Okay, so we want them to rush. So give them a little chip, let them go. Let them go in. Okay, and then you pull, and then, you know, you complete it and you go score a touchdown. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to the film here. Okay, a couple things here. I'm going to start with this kid. Okay, we have to aggressively attack. Got a drawing tool here. Okay, we need to aggressively attack. Oop, not this one. Sorry. This guy. Okay, we need to attack his upfield shoulder. Okay. Not only do we block him straight up, which isn't good, it's just a weak block all around. So that's not our best play. But tell this kid, don't wait. Ball snap. You know he's hopping up. We need to attack that outside shoulder and meet that penetration up here. Okay, meet the penetration up here. This is the kid that if it isn't blocked, he could have the most impact on the play. Okay, now in this kid's defense, this was a new position for him. Okay, we were down our starting tight end and another running back had to come out. So we were down to our third back in this position. So we literally just told him what to do, and he did the best. You know, he did a decent job for never doing this. And he's more of an athletic kid. He's not one of our most physical kids. He's a good football player. He's just not like super physical. He's just an athlete. Okay, so this is not his best block. Okay, so when you install this with your team, tell them to go attack this block and attack this outside shoulder, because this is a guy that could really impact, make a bad throw, or even, you know, get to the quarterback. So this needs to be a great block. You need to meet that force up here. Don't wait for him. Okay, so that's a major coaching point. Okay, I would have liked 2 better routes by these kids. Okay, so make sure they run vertical. Okay, he goes right up the seam here. Okay, we kind of want to run to that middle safety. They brought the middle safety over again. They have 3 over 2 here. 1, 2, 3 over 2. Okay, so we knew we were going to have it. But when the team has a middle safety, okay, a post player, we want this guy to run at him, and then so we could kind of account for him. Okay, but in this case, they came over, so that's a non-issue. But make sure you run good routes and have this kid and this kid put their hands up like they want the ball. That'll draw eyes. With the quarterback opening up this way, looking off this way, and then putting their hands up, kids are just going to fly. They're all going to fly there. Okay, so make sure they do that. Now we do a good job getting a piece of them, getting a piece, pulling back, and then pulling out. Okay, so you can watch how the spacing between the tight end, who's getting the ball, this kid, and these guys is pretty good. So our tight end's able to cut off the block. Okay, now we need a better route here. Okay, this is a play. We just installed this play this week for this game because we knew this was going to be a tough one. So we did win the game by 2 points. Actually, it's crazy. One of the craziest games I was ever a part of. And I'll probably do a video breakdown of that game like I did with the championship game. If you haven't seen that video, it's a really good video. Maybe I'll put it on the end screen or in the link in the description. But yeah, this kid's got to clear out all the way. You could see he kind of stops. He really doesn't know what he's going to do. He looks like we only practice it for a week. But even with this not being executed perfectly, it's still a nasty play. So make sure this kid turns and runs and drag, and you can have him put his hands up too. Okay, so the whole idea of this play is get these kids pressure up, get all these kids going this way. We slip out, and we work all this space, and then you usually got to have your screen player beat one kid, and you score. And that's what happens here. Okay, so I'll run this through once or twice, and just take a look at these coaching points. So they put their hands up, but it's like half-hearted. But you could see how we get a little too much caught up here. Okay, this isn't bad. Okay, but we want to let this kid go. Okay, we got caught up a little bit too much here. But still good play nonetheless. Get a fast, deep drop back, looking off right. See how he turns and squares up? And that's a great play. You could see how the flow is this way. All their hips, everything is that way. That way, that way, that way. And we hit this seam. D linemen come up. Linebackers, secondary, flow to our studs. And we hit it right over the top. I would have liked to see our tackle back a little bit more. Okay. It doesn't matter if they're downfield, okay, because it's behind the line of scrimmage, so that's not relevant. Okay, so make sure they stay flat down the line, because we want the back to catch it, turn, and he's right behind him, so we could cut off the blocks. Like if they were all the way up here, this kid would just go around and then he can make a play. So we want this back to be right behind our pullers. Okay, and it's also important too. Our guard does a good job here. Tackle needs to do it too. They need to keep their head on a swivel here. Okay, they need to make sure no one's reading this. Like if this kid decided to sit and go, okay, maybe he impacts the play. So they have to understand that if any of these kids don't bite or read screen, they have to block them right away. Okay, like if this kid sees it and forces, okay, we have to block him right. So our head shouldn't be at the sideline so much. It should be upfield. Okay, so if someone sits on the on the screen were there. But here's the quarterback. Okay, he does a good job of, you can see he's looking off right, getting a deep drop back. Okay, this could have even been a little deeper drop back, but the timing was good. Okay, so you see how he turns up, he squares up. It's a good release point. He square to the ball. That non-ball hand is cocked up. That's a good throw. See how he squared up to the target? It's a good throw. Boom. Cut right off that block. Go. Beat one kid and score. So, yeah, guys, that's a really good play. See, that's a really bad block. We cannot get beat. We cannot let this kid go inside on us. See how he just stands and wait? We need to attack that block. Nice touchdown.